Welcome back to BeamNG Roadkill Projects, and in this episode, we resurrect a old circle track race car with big block power. Alright, everybody, we have a doozy of a projects episode today, and something kind of a personal, like a bit of a personal build that I want to do because, I mean, just look at this thing. That's just badass looking. So, maybe you're wondering what this is. So, GTC Commons and the F2 Barstow. So basically, if people remember, in episode 53 of the main series, we took one of these and we lifted it because it has a truck chassis on it. And now, someone has gone and made, or at least someone has, or the guys who produced this mod have went and redone the car. And we have this. This is a full-on race car. From everything, except for the motor, because this thing's just a shell. I didn't buy one running. But yeah, as you can see, the interior, everything is stripped out. You can see all the way into the back of the trunk. It's literally just a shell. No transmission in it. The floor is bare. The dash is literally just the gauges. It needs a racing seat. But yeah, the story behind this thing is it's sat for a very long time in someone's collection. I found it. I'm taking it, and I'm going to resurrect it, and we're going to drive it on the street. Let me just point out, no headlights, no taillights, no license plate, no registration, no nothing. But what would be the fun if I just build this and not drive it on the street? Now, I don't know how this is going to handle. Right now, that is kind of the big concern. Because I'm pretty sure this thing has an open diff. And that's not very good. But also, something about the Barstows that I'm not really a fan of with them. And that is the leaf spring suspension. This is the leaf spring suspension off of a D-Series, but oof. There's not a lot of travel between the frame and the axle. The frame is pretty much like 3 inches off the axle. I wish it was kind of a 4-link situation so it would help that issue, but we ain't getting into that today. I just want to get the thing running and do a lap around a racetrack. I sadly don't have an oval where we're going to be able to go and really open this thing up. Other than if we go to the American road map and use that oval. But that track is really bumpy and this thing is really stiff suspension. So, not a good idea, but this thing is legitimately a fully built NASCAR. There's an oil cooler, radiator. Yeah, it doesn't have lights. It has Wait, does it have indicators? Hell yeah, we're semi-legal. We have indicators. No lights, but there's indicators. We barely have indicators. But, like we always start with, taking the hood off. Gotta take the hood off every time. Where is it? Yep, the low cowl induction hood. We're gonna keep that. But pretty much, let me just point out, this mod adds in like a fan shroud, like heavy duty front end, like everything. It's really well done. A lot of time and passion went into this, but we're putting in a 423 6.9 liter V8. It's got no transmission in it. Yeah, there we go. Stock car transmission. 4-speed. There we go. Ultralight flywheel. The 68. Oh, this is a 68. This might be cool to put up against the, Ew. Getting ideas. Dodge Charger versus race car. Side exhaust flanges, because we have side pipes on this thing. Stock valve covers. Performance. I'm making this a pretty big performance motor. 2-barrel carburetor. No. 4-barrel? Does that put the bigger one on it? It does. Okay. Stock car racing internals. I want this to be as period correct as it can be. 7,000 RPM rev limiter. I feel like that's pretty good for this thing. I don't need to adjust it really that much. But outside of that, it should be pretty much ready. It needs air in the tires, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. Whoa, okay. Transmission is a transfer case for some reason. We don't want that. Engine, transmission, rear-wheel drive. Remember, this is all truck parts pretty much, but with the modernized Barstow engine in here. Yeah. There's no two-step, but I'm fine with that, because this is a race car. Oh, it doesn't have long tube headers. It needs long tube headers. What kind of NASCAR doesn't have long tubes? Or boom tubes, as they call them. Yeah, 4-barrel carb. That all should be pretty good. Let me just see. What do the heavy-duty valve covers look like? Oh, they're black. What are the stocks? That makes the engine look cooler. Makes it look more like a small block when really it's a big block. Yeah, this thing has power. This thing probably makes about 800. I don't know how much power it's gonna make. Oh boy. Oh, yeah, brakes are squeaking. It does not have a turning radius. Alright, let's see. It just revs forever. And I love that. Let's see, will it do a burnout? Oh, what the fuck? It does have an open diff. And the clutch is already fried. Damn. Wonder why this thing is an open diff. Unit, though. This thing's going to be a unit. It's going to be quick, too. I don't know how I'm going to get to open it up, but I'm going to research about the differential, because I don't think there's supposed to be open diffs. Let's look. Because it's basically a fully built stock car. It just didn't have an engine in it. Rear diff. Yeah, an open rear diff. Race adjustable final drive. Everything should be pretty good about it. I'm going to have to look up what kind of differential stock or NASCARs have. And get one for this, because I feel like that's going to be the car's biggest downfall. But yeah, I'm going to get the hood back on it, put air in the tires, and figure out a differential situation, and then we're going to head to the track and hopefully turn a few laps on the small course, and then maybe tomorrow do a lap or two around the big course, which I don't think this thing's going to like very much, but we're going to give it a try anyways. I might as well try to tune it if I can. But yeah, we'll be right back. Oh, I love this thing already. Okay. So I have figured out that NASCARs, I'm guessing, tend to run a locked differential. But given that this is the D-Series truck, I only have the option of a locking differential, which is like an off-road differential. And I don't want to do that because I have to manually lock the diff. So I put a race limited slip in it. I want to see if it'll do a burnout. I doubt it will. Because I think these tires are just too grippy. Yeah, no. It ain't gonna do a burnout. I'd have to put, like, street tires on it. But it runs good, I'll tell you that. I want to give first gear like a big run. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta go on the highway. Gotta go on the highway. Really open this thing up. The brakes suck on this, by the way. Probably figures for a car that has sat for so long. But it's in good shape, though. That's the attractive thing about it. Yeah, these tires hook. Oh, it runs great. Let's do it inside here. Oh, I love it. It runs good. It runs very good. like it. This thing's gonna be a unit. But I'm gonna take it to the short course, and we're gonna do a lap or two and see how it runs. Oh. Oh, I love it so much. Who would have known that I need a stock car in my life? Oh, I'm gonna torment cars around a track now. Alright, let's get this. I'm gonna get this thing to the racetrack, and we're gonna see how well it's gonna take some corners. Alright, we're gonna run a lap, see how this thing does, and well, we're going to run a few laps, I think, because I want to see how well it's going to do. I'm not going to time it, because I just want to kind of feel out the car. And I think I'm going to put a bigger motor in it at some point, too. I think I want to put, like, potentially the 572 in this. The same engine that is in the lifted F2. But yeah, I feel like the lifted F2's engine in this, with stock car internals, would be mint. If not, with this motor and do what they just did on Faster with Finnegan and blow her through the hood, but I don't know if I want to do that to this. Good idea, but I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, and let's see how this is going to go. This is either going to be a dumpster fire and I wreck it immediately, or it's going to be good and then I wreck it later. Oh, the brakes suck. I mean, I guess to think about it, Beam does have the updated tire physics, so these tires may actually need heat in them to do better. And it seems that the case, every lap the car is feeling a bit more planted. Alright, there it didn't. Oh, it's getting hot. Stop. I can't bring this thing to its full potential. I don't have a good map installed for this type of car right now. I'm gonna have to find something. But like at the oval that's gonna be on the American road map, it's gonna be way too sketch because of how bumpy it is, and I'm gonna wreck the car. But if I could get like a pretty legitimate like oval track, that would be pretty cool. The thing is, there's a lot of broken maps right now in the BeamNG community that aren't being updated really. So even if I were to find something that would be a good, decent oval track, it might not be big enough, it might not work. The only thing that I can think of is maybe the potential old like the Daytona knockoff track. But yeah, I just don't have a map that's gonna house like the space for an oval. The Freedom Factory would be pretty good, but it's not a big enough oval. It's only a 3/8 oval. We need like something as big as Daytona or Indianapolis or something. This thing's a unit, but we just don't have the resources in game to fully use the power it has. Let's see if we can go around the big course once, and then maybe I'll see if I can make a game plan to go to an oval. If I can find like a good oval track map, potentially. The brakes should be warmed up. Tight corners it does not like. Oh boy, don't go in the sand. It's sketch. Once that rear end starts to hop, it just goes sketch. Damn. Oh, it is such a cool car, though. I wish I had room to use its full potential. Outside of that, there's the airstrip, but that's going to be way too rough. I'm going to jump it with how rough that airstrip is. There's the airstrip at American Road as well, though, where we could see how fast this thing actually goes. Because I honestly do think that this could potentially be like our fastest straight line car. Of course, you know, it's not going to run a quarter mile well, but you could probably do the quarter mile in 2 gears, honestly, but this is the car that could potentially break that threshold of going 200. I don't think I've had a single vehicle in this series go over 200. So, no, maybe the only vehicle that would have gone 200 is either the OG Barstow when we went to Bonneville, like in episode 5, or the fucking Burnside that we had that was in that episode too. Those are the only 2 vehicles that I think that could have potentially gone like over 170 maybe is the fastest like the fastest speed we've seen. I don't know. Maybe General Hawk has gone 200. I don't know, but yeah, it's a tough call. But I'm gonna see what I can do because I really do owe it to this car to like stretch it out as much as I possibly can. Okay, so I have found a potential course where we can kind of test this thing out, hopefully. Oh, wait, I have adjustable rev limit still? Oh, cool. I didn't know I still had that. I'm gonna take this down a tiny bit because the car is really, it is really shallow, like shallow steering for some reason. I'm gonna go easy. And maybe just try to get some heat in the tires. You, you see what I mean? Like, if I try to do what they do in NASCAR, it's just gonna crash. See if we can open it up. Oof. That splitter's not happy when it hits the ground. See, it's just the steering is very vague the way it acts. Oh boy. Yeah, and the brakes are not happy with this thing. man, that corner's bothering me bad. As soon as I try to, like, really throw the car deep into the corner, it just doesn't want it. Car's liking it right there, okay. I hit a bump and upset it. Damn, the car, it has a lot of potential. I'm really curious if it could hit 200 before I could brake, though. There it goes. Oh, just tapping the wall. Oh, all right. Jesus, this thing won't do a burnout. These tires are grippy. Well, we came out of it without totaling the car, which is a good thing. Oh, well, there you go. The only issue with this map, a no texture building, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, there's some missing texture sidewalks as well. Alright, we need to find a place to do burnouts. No, there's no big pad anywhere. Come on. Ah, this works. Alright, before I blow this up from overheating it. There you go, everybody. We have built ourselves a little race car. And didn't total it. The only damage is the rear bumper, which I ain't worried about that at all. But I'd like your suggestions how to make this, you know, how to make the car grip better, because I really don't know how. These should be pretty grippy tires, but again, I don't know how I can put heat in them. Does Beam actually have a tire heat app? I know we have brake, but do we have tire? No. Block, engine heat, engine dynamometer. Oh, that's for how much power it's making. Forced induction debug. Gears, G-forces, forced induction, 3D exporter. That's now. Pedals and axis. Oh boy. Performance timers. Pitch, powertrain, visualization. I'm pretty sure there's nothing for tire heat. Shift points, special vehicle keys. The time of day, traffic. Yeah, wheels debug. Oh, let me go back down. Oh, that's just literally... I'm pretty sure that's just speed, I think. Right? Yeah, it's just speed. Yeah, there's nothing for tire heat. I don't know if that matters yet in Beam, but it could really be that. It could be tire pressure. Honestly, I don't think this thing has the best of suspension, to be honest. I would imagine it's pretty good. Yeah, coils. It doesn't even really have good sway bars in it, even. Sport. Really? Oh, man. You know what? I think what's in the future for this thing... Oh, my God. Yeah, no. The rear suspension can be worked on a lot for what this thing is. I think it needs a 4-link. So, hopefully on a future episode, we'll come back to this car and put a 4-link underneath it. And, yeah, maybe some street tires and a road trip at the Daytona. That would be pretty cool. Or just get it shipped out to Daytona, because it's probably going to be a better track for this thing. Because the turns are a lot better for G-force and downforce there. But here you go, everybody. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.